Okay, so the Android app, I've never built an Android app, so many thanks to James for helping me out and teaching me how to do this. So the way it's working is that, to start with, the app opens with a list of the anxiety-provoking situations that the patient has entered. And what happens is that they'll click on this, and then they've got an opportunity to put in their SUDS level, so show how anxious they are, and submit this, and then that gets saved into a database on the phone, and then they can continue to add new SUDS scores every 5 minutes. And hopefully it would be possible to later add actual timers and notifications so the phone would buzz to remind them every 5 minutes to enter their own SUDS scores. So that's put in, and then it all gets saved in a database, and so it could be accessed later on. Okay. Thank you.
So three minutes question while the GP provision people think about setting up. Really great. So from the judges.
Is there any way to export the data? So if you want to get it to talk to that website that was earlier, or anything else, you could.
That's kind of what we're thinking was that having the website and having the app create an API so that the two could talk to each other. It's an SQL-like database on the phone, so it could be downloaded onto an SD card and shown to various, or it could be with an API sent to an external website.
Is there an opportunity to annotate? So say, for example, you put in at the beginning the situation that you're in, and over time you're putting in your SUD, but is there an opportunity to annotate? Say you're coming down really nicely and then suddenly you hit 90 again.
It was, I guess if you hit 90 again, you could possibly go and put in you could end the session and go and put in a new kind of category. One thing that I thought about, due to the fact that it's on a phone, was having it link up to the camera, that maybe you could possibly take photos that would remind you of what actually happened and what had been provoking your anxiety from day to day. But there's also, it could potentially put in text as well. It was kind of trying to strike a balance between making it very easy to use and making it, being able to get good data out of what's being tracked. It might be interesting with the website to make it that they could, at the end of the day, go through and sort of tag different points on the graph to say, this is what was happening at this point.
Or just following up from Nikki and thinking about how it would be useful if you're looking back over the scores to think, I remember there was something happening at that point, could you dictate it to the phone? Would it be?
Oh yeah, that's something, I hadn't considered that. Yeah, I imagine you can hook into some kind of voice recording type program. Oh, that might be an interesting way to do it as well.
I guess in theory, you could grab any data that any of the devices have, right? In theory, every time you need a 5-minute SUDS score button, you could get the location as well, right?
That's interesting as well, because I guess people could build up a map of their local area where they feel more stressed and understand that. Yeah, it's interesting what sort of.
And then we have time for one very quick question from the floor, if anyone has one. And yes, that's one at the back.
How did you take your own Android on that?
I'd done Java before about 7 years ago, so I sort of, probably about 5 years ago, that I knew roughly what I was doing. But yeah, it was very impressive. I was very impressed by